Brent.
Jen, Ben, good afternoon. President Biden's massive COVID relief bill cleared its final hurdle on Capitol Hill just about 2 hours ago, a party line vote by the Democratic-controlled House.
This vote, the yeas are 219, the nays are 210. The resolution is adopted.
So the House with the final sign-off on Senate changes to the bill. Those changes included narrowing eligibility for stimulus checks and taking out that federal minimum wage increase. Despite the bill's popularity in polls, not a single Republican in the Senate voted in favor, some arguing it sends money to Democrats, describing this not as a win for President Biden, but for millions of Americans. Here was Connecticut Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro shortly before the vote.
After a year of battling this pandemic, our communities are on the edge, and the American Rescue Plan is here. To the American public, help is on the way. It will put money directly into people's pockets. The $1,400 per person payments, the expansion of unemployment benefits will help people deal with increasing debt, paying rent, buying food, and paying health care bills. It is time to make a bold investment in the health and the security of the American people. A watershed moment, historic piece of legislation. We will vote for the American Rescue Plan with the determination to adequately meet the moment with strength, with action, and with hope.
All right, so here are some more numbers. People who make less than $75,000 per year will get direct payments of $1,400. Married couples who earn less than $150,000 will get $2,800 total. If you make more than $80,000 or $160,000 as a couple, you get no money. And parents, this expands the child tax credit from $2,000 per child to $3,000 or $3,600 depending on the child's age. It also allows for monthly payments from the IRS later this year. Here's the breakdown. $300 a month for a child 5 and younger, $250 a month for children 6 to 17. That also decreases, by the way, for single parents making more than $75,000 or couples making more than $150,000. It also includes a $300 weekly federal boost to unemployment benefits through September 6th, $15 billion for long-term low-interest loans for small businesses, and funding to chart the next phases of the pandemic, like vaccine distribution and school reopenings. Of course, that is a lot of numbers, so we have a full breakdown on fox61.com. If you point your phone's camera at this QR code on your screen, you'll get brought right to our story. We also have a link to a free stimulus check calculator to see if you'll get that $1,400 check from Uncle Sam. You can also find that on the Fox 61 News app. Moments ago, President Joe Biden said he would be signing the bill into law this week.